that. I said for 9:30, but looks like it went live at 9:29. I'm not sure because, well, I got 9:30 by this. Anyways, what we have here is the Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet. I've seen this one all over the internet. It's been out for quite a while. This was on sale at Fred Meyer's store in Muldoon, which is quite a ways from where I live. I was at work and on a break. It's got some cool box art. And I think it's very interesting. What a lot of people criticized was the black shape under the goggles. But I mean, how else would you do it, right? It looks very accurate. Anyways, let's tear into it with my vacation knife. We'll start from the bottom where it's tabbed, even though this one does have one of those anti-theft things attached by the store. Oh, we got one viewer, one person. That's kind of cool. You know, if you ever pry one of these boxes, instead of doing thumb tabs, you also see how the Lego boxes are made in probably the big factory. I'll show you the hint. When you lift up here, it lifts up along here, and then you can see the glue here. So I'm guessing these come down to factory and go down. Almost pick it up that way. That would not be done. Hopefully the battery will last a while on this device. We'll see. See how it goes. Come on. Don't want to spill it over the place. There's Lego's plastic. I guess it'll be okay. Let's see what we got. Oh. That's interesting use of that piece. So could be two of these in here. These are the rather curious Lego hose pieces. I like them in gray. I know that for like mocks and stuff, they make great railings and things. Really, really great piece. Said, oh, those are no instructions. That would be funny. We have a sticky sheet. Not gigantic. Can't say I'm particularly surprised. I mean, I don't know how you could replicate that probably with Lego, but it would look a little odd. That's like a big shout out to this book. I do like the 18 plus books. They're just better looking. I like the, ooh yeah. I'm kind of sorry I hadn't opened this earlier. I don't know about you. Let me know out there if anyone's going to comment. Do you like that white background? Because I guess it doesn't matter that much. So we start with bag number 1. It looks like we're building this stand. And then 2, bottom part of the helmet, 3, goggles, and 4th is a final one. Okay. I think I can. I know how the volume is. Imagine that bag's scrunchy sounds are very loud, I suspect. Bag 1 has 2 smaller parts bags. I was just sitting here thinking, I wonder, since you have these parts bags in here, I was just wondering, I bet you Lego probably likes to add these to various sets. Oh, hey man, how you doing? Lee, how you doing? I just started a live stream here and okay. So we do the side of the same first. Snap. Oh, the set we're building is Lego Star Wars 75327, the 18 plus Red 5 helmet. It's the first helmet I've ever built. I'm pretty sure I bought this one first, but when I was doing my cleanup in the room, I realized I had a Darth Vader helmet too. So maybe that was my first one. And if I bought that one first, it may have been just because of like maybe M&R's video or something about, you know, how it looks weird or awkward. It could have been something like that. Sometimes, I don't know. sometimes other people's opinions, I mean, of course, it will influence you, but instead of being influenced like in a negative way, I find that I'm influenced as to buy the item. Yeah, it's a pretty cool set. Sometimes I find myself going, well, it can't be that bad. I mean, why are they down on it so hard? And then going and buying it, and sometimes it turns out that, well, there was a reason. Yeah, don't put yourself out, bro. It's pretty late here too. It's like 9:40 at night, 21:40 if I wasn't on vacation. And normally I would not be able to do this, but I'm on vacation, so looks like I already made a mistake here. It says leave one undone on the front. Okay, I bet that's where the plate goes. And we do have a brick separator. You know, I was going through my toolbox, my Lego stuff, and I found I had one of these in like a teal blue color. And honestly, I mean, obviously, I got it from a Lego set, I would imagine, and I don't remember where it was. The Y-Wing, maybe the 2019 Y-Wing. That one had some, I don't know, maybe that was it. It doesn't matter, it's exactly the same tool. Oh, it's 1 a.m. there. Holy smoke. Okay. Yeah, no, it's, but normally, if I wasn't on vacation, I'd be asleep. Because, well, actually, my normal work schedule, I'd be home about another half hour, and then I'd have to go to sleep because I have to be back at work like a lot of times like 5 in the morning and stuff like that. But, yeah. So that's why I've been putting up a lot more videos and content and stuff. In fact, had caught part of somebody's live stream, somebody I'd never seen before. It's one of those drama channels. Kind of background noise, and then I recognized that they were talking about someone else I'd seen before, and so I tuned into it. I really like that that big build that Coconut Bricks put out. That was really cool. The Coruscant build. Oh, thank you. How wholesome you are. Well, like I said, I did drop the one video where I'm just trying to go each day as a better person. And yeah. And besides that, YouTube gives us a place to escape to from stuff that goes on in the world, in our real lives. And I think occasionally those real lives could possibly overlap. And that shouldn't be the end of the world, but it could be for some people. Here I am making mistakes, as usual. It's all good. It looks like it just goes straight across, and then this piece. Oh, could have done it that way, I guess. Oh, interesting. So it creates a thing like it's hanging. Interesting. Okay, you just follow the instructions right here. Oh, hey, DF Brick, how you doing? We're Brick Pro. Yeah, how you doing? Just just wanted to do a stream. We'll probably, I don't know. I want to do one last night, but nothing was charged up, and I kind of wish I picked up that Mandalorian set with that spider tank. That looks really cool. Oh, you're doing good. Great. Glad to see that. That kit looks pretty good, but I end up I put a couple of shorts because I can't really do a vlog, or at least that's not really my thing. And so I did a short because I found a set of the Jedi Starfighter, the new one. Oh, hey, how you doing, man? And I saw the new set of Yoda Starfighter, and then I saw the spider tank, and I wanted to get that. And this sort of held off, and I walked over to Target, and then they had that set with the Mandalorian Fang and the Interceptor, and that was a really cool set. I'm really glad I found that one. And no, I haven't. Oh, thank you, man, for the support on the videos. I bought a microphone, but I don't have the right dongle to hook it up. It's kind of funny. I mean, and I hear I'm looking at black bricks with my old eyesight. Oh, there it is. It's flipped over. Just kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, Lego's been around for a while, and have I seen any Walmart clearances? No, I seen M&R's vlog about that. In fact, they had one of the stores he went to. It wasn't much of a clearance at all, but I haven't seen any clearance up here. The only thing I showed, and I posted it, was that sale on the that new 501st with the small anti-vehicle cannons. That was like $16. That's a good price. And had I not already bought so many of them, I know I would have picked some up. But that sounds like it's a price match because of the Lego, the online store. Because it sounds like, oh, I don't know which YouTuber it was, but someone said that they believe the their Legos getting up to bring out the 332nd sets en masse, and probably going to they might retire the 501st one, which I think would be kind of a little early to do that. But hey. Where am I vacationing? Just probably staying in the state, because normally I'd be going up north to Fairbanks, where Lori, my fiance, is from, or I might go south, but not much reason to go. We'll probably go south down to Homer or Seward, but mostly go to the fair and get caught up on stuff. It's been really mental at work, just really out there, and I couldn't believe it, but I was averaging about 74 hours a week. Working 6 days a week. I'm supposed to be off 3 days a week. I'm supposed to only be working 4 days. Well, I work 4 10s. But yeah, so it's been really just trying to sleep and getting stuff done. Like this door was replaced, but I hadn't had a chance to do anything with it, so I finally got it painted. I've seen some, but no Star Wars. You know, that's a good point. I mean, when I go to a store, I confess, I don't really look at the other sets. I know the Friends is on sale pretty much everywhere you go, and that Vidmo one was marked clearance like right after it first came out, which is interesting. And I don't know. I haven't seen the new CMF packs yet. I know that they went to the boxes, and that's going to really change things up. The only CMFs I've seen were the Disney ones, and those were still in the cellophane, not cellophane, but the little almost like foil packs, which is pretty cool. It's very cool, actually. I wonder why that's a two-piece. That's a stand, anyways. But yeah, I mean, if it's not Star Wars, I don't pay much attention to it, so it's possible that they had other stuff on sale. I know that it's been years since we've really seen Star Wars on sale. I remember the old clearances and that stuff was so cheap sometimes. Sets that are worth like a lot now. I do have a parts collection, but it's nowhere near as organized as it should be. And every time I sit down to do something, I always find I have like just one of that one, or I don't have the right color. Like that short I did on that gunship, that 2013 gunship 75021. That little missing pieces, and the guy off of eBay I got the other parts from, he sent me some. Well, he sent me just, I think, a pack of 10 of those grills. So it was really cool. It was really, really cool. I did appreciate that greatly. And so therefore I was able to put even the piece that's hidden away. And I've been trying to do some walks. I have done some small ones. I'm definitely working on one right now, kind of getting parts together for it. And all it's really done is just show how few parts I have. Like I'm going, wow. But that's okay though, you know? I mean, that's all right. But I know Coconut put up a video about like a zombie attack on a city, and he was commenting how, you know, even he's aware of he doesn't have the right parts or the right colors for whatever's going on. And I felt that right away. Like I thought, well, shit, I got all these grass pieces, I got all this. I'll go ahead and just do this really quick little dirt walk, and I literally end up making a custom base plate so I could make it so small because otherwise I wouldn't have had the pieces to even do that. And it's like, wow. Kind of funny, but it really lets you know how few parts you actually have. Where do you guys get your parts from? Do you just save up parts, or do you just Bricklink or eBay? I do both, and I don't usually just go out and buy random parts. I mean, to be honest, stuff like this or any kind of grays, especially stuff like this in various colors, especially old dark gray, if you're doing like a lot of the older sets, like old AT-ATs, are always useful to have some. But there's so many parts out there that I just don't see. I don't really see, you know, the benefit of just randomly ordering lots of parts. Huh, that's kind of weird looking. Sometimes the way the Lego builds go, they look so odd when you're. Oh, hey, Lori, how you doing? I was about to send you a message to see if you'd figured out I was online or on live. On live, sorry. That sounds funny. It seems like connection is pretty good tonight too, guys. That's really great. Um, I know YouTube very early on was kind of on me about doing lives and things. And we don't have internet here, but I'm building a mock now, and it is very expensive. Yes, yeah. It's like how long have I been? Okay, real quick about the expensive. Yeah, like I sat down and I mean I have, well, you know how it is. You got like boxes or little yogurt cups or whatever. I use old tool organizers and things, mayonnaise jars, and they fill up with these Lego bricks. And then when you sit down and do a mock, I'd have just enough that I can't quite do it. And it's like, yeah, it adds up fast. The shipping and the pieces. How long have I been into Lego Star Wars? Actually, that's a good question. I'm old. So my Lego collection goes back. Someone out there asked me, and I did some real thinking about and talk about childhood stuff. And my mom taking me to the airport. She worked at Northwest Orient back in those days. And when I say back in those days, I'm talking 1970s. And the very first set I ever got, all right, connection is good, was the Caravel 687 from Legoland, not just Legoland. And it's a small plane, and it's all, of course, all printed except for two stickers that go on the side of the engines that have like this arrow design, like a forward arrow. Those stickers were lost to time. And then, you know, life comes and goes in the 80s, mid 80s. I was in junior high going to high school. Lego was sort of shelved. I still would mess around with parts, especially some of the Technic sets that were out there, like race cars and stuff, but I didn't do much. And then in college, for some reason, I got into the Sharks, the whole Spies and the Pirate sets. And even there, my college computer, I had a couple of Sharks and stuff set on top of the edge of those old desktop computers. Because we're talking the 1990s, 97 actually. And then life goes on. I always thought about getting like a big Lego set, maybe custom building something. I was thinking Star Trek actually. And then, oh Oh, Boba Fett the 11th. God, glad to see you here. Yeah, my streams are hard to catch because they're short usually because my battery goes dead and I'm not good about announcing them. So, anyways, one of the first videos I watched, there was a video where a couple is like destroying this Millennium Falcon, a play scale one. Yeah, so I didn't care for the video very much, but it got me thinking. Like, I'd really like to have that Millennium Falcon sit on my desk where I do eBay stuff. And so I watched M&R's video, I think it was, and I recognized that the set was 75105. So I ended up buying one of those. And I started watching his real versus fake and kind of pulled me into the Lego Star Wars. But there was a few sets I had put here and there, but actually getting into it was fairly recent because I didn't actually know about YouTube till 2019. That's kind of funny. My dad was born in 1988. Yeah, old sets. Yeah, after watching one at Brickzars, oh, the drink is a blue raspberry clear water from Walmart. Um, oh, the pieces look good. Thank you. Yeah, I do have some old sets because I'm eBayer, like from the 50s, like what it was called Merston bricks, and the backs of the Lego, they don't have the tubes on them like this. They're just hollow, and some of them have like a cut on the side. I'll drop a newer video about that. I know on this channel there is a whole thing about that, but I don't. It's been a while. Yeah, these new booklets are pretty nice. Yeah, I personally, when I first saw people talking about the white pages, I'm like, so what? But right away, it's like the reflection in certain colors. I think is it reddish brown and black? Is that the ones? There's certain colors of bricks that are like really hard to tell, and I got a couple of 7662 MTTs. When I did that video with the army out, I'm like sideways looking. If you could have been here, you'd see me like looking at sideways because I'm going, one of those is not built correctly. And it's something so small. But on the back of the superstructure, there's an area where it should be black, 1x2s. It's underneath a bunch of bricks, just at the corner shows. But I used reddish brown. And one of the instructions that I have downloaded in PDF form has the wrong color. So instead of using Legos printed ones, apparently I used somebody's PDF one, and I basically built the set the wrong, which is kind of funny when you think how many correctly ones I've already done. I mean, I shouldn't probably have it memorized, but you would think with as many sets that I've done of that particular set, you'd think that I'd probably have a pretty good idea to go, that doesn't look right, you know? But nope. I've seen 3 of your shorts in a few minutes, so I had to stop by. That's funny. Oh, you went back 17 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, it just started. It was supposed to do an announcement. I don't know if it did. I'm still figuring this stuff out. I think at 750 subs, I think YouTube says you can do lives, I think. And I tried to do it and it didn't go right. I lost connection right away and I'm like, oh, whatever. And I just didn't do it again. And that's basically it. Yeah. Oh, here we go. I guess that's to the other side. And then that goes on the end. Oops. Like this. So I remember when I first seen these big Technic pieces of lift arms come out. Oh, you didn't need a sub counter to do stream? So, okay. I thought it was 750, but I honestly don't remember because Well, for anyone out there who's been around, is this really necessary Lego? I got to show you guys this. It gives a description to show what the white bar is, how long of one to use. But being this bag only has the 2 white bars, very helpful Lego, but probably not necessary. Since this is an 18 plus set. By the way, that actually almost doesn't really matter that much. I mean, well, I don't know. To be honest, I actually really enjoy some of the 4-up sets. Does anyone know why they're so expensive? And please don't tell me that's because it's all printed elements. Because like the ATST, I mean, it's kind of goofy looking, okay, but the figures are really, really nice. And I like the mud printing, if you've opened one up, on the feet of the machine of the ATST. And it's like, if that thing was like 19 bucks or 15 bucks, like that one sport I put up about the Batman set or Marvel set, it would sell easily because the figures are really good. I stumbled across your channel and I support your endeavors. Keep going with the content. Oh, thank you very much for the support there. I think the big pieces like the... Oh, your comment's cut off. Maybe we'll wait for it to pop up. But yeah, it's like those 4-up sets. I mean, some of them, all of them I've seen look like they have really good boss production. I finally got my first UCS set a couple weeks ago. I finished it in 4 days. Which UCS set was it? Above it, the 4-up ATS, you got the cockpit and the legs. Yeah. Oh, you got the AT-AT. That's cool. Yeah, that 4-up ATST set. I know but the figures are good. Like I said, if it wasn't for that price, if it was like, I don't know, 15 bucks, maybe even $19.99, and then regular price. Why is it gotta be 34? I mean, that is just like so high. This is a pretty strong tic-tac connection, looks like. Okay, here we go. Pushes through. Oh, and like I said, I put this brick in front of it. It is better on clearance than full price, absolutely. And I hope to see it on clearance, actually. I haven't seen any here. I know M&R found one, and I think someone else did too. And even they were saying, like, hey, if you get on sale, they said you won't be unhappy. I know that Coconut Brick Studios made a comment on my video about it. He's like, "Are those really printed pieces?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're actually printed. I mean, it's a good set." And I think when I first got into those sets, I was under the impression that it was just a bad set. But no, what everybody's complaint really was the price of the set, not actually the set itself. They're like, "Well, the set, I mean, it's all a matter of prices." The Young Jedi one is also on clearance. Oh, God, I think I only seen one of those once. A lot of times we don't get sets up here like the 501st pack, 750, was it 02028, was it? A couple of years ago? That set, we didn't, I mean, they were already talking about like, oh, they should go on sale soon, they're going to be gone soon, and we hadn't really seen them. I'd seen them a couple times here and there. I'd scored one that was damaged where some kid or maybe some adult had torn it open. And I leave that in there because I've seen grown-ups do that. I've seen, in fact, it was at Walmart that a guy, probably in his 40s, I guess, I don't know, they caught him at the door trying to smuggle a Lego set out, which is like, ooh, man. He also had some steaks on him. It's not funny, but it's kind of weird. Like you go, okay, that's a funny combination. Um, Eat your stolen steak with your stolen Lego set. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, and I haven't seen. I think I've seen that set one time, and I believe it shows a youngling and Yoda. And God, did I see it Coles? I almost was curious about, but I think I ended up getting distracted by something else. I never went back to it. The whole video on those stolen things from toys. Yeah, I golly, what was it? I think it was the battle pack that's got the red Sith First Order Trooper, the two jetpack guys, and the red Sith. I believe it was that set. It had been broken into, and inside the box, they gave me like a bunch of money. It was practically free. Inside the box was a bunch of weird Technic pieces that I won. These aren't from this set. I have no idea where they're from. And somebody at Walmart told me, because you have to get them unlocked and everything, and it's like buying a gun or ammunition or something. They make you like you're not allowed to carry it. They got to carry it up to the thing for you, and you got to pay for it. And then you're like kind of awkward to buy something in a store and then still have grocery shopping to do. And they're explaining that they were like Walmart was like on the verge of losing the right to be able to sell Lego, which would be really bad for them. All right, you got to hit the sack. It's like 2 a.m. Hey, no problem, man. Appreciate you dropping by. You take care of yourself, man. And I always see open stuff in this. Yeah, it's sad to see that. And some of you, someone out here commented a few times on my shorts at Fred Meyer's store in Abbott, where everything's behind glass, and said, "Why is it all locked up?" And I've had to point out that Fred stuff was not locked up. Oh, the Ninjago and Lego were, but not the Friend stuff. Oh yeah, same with Transformers too. I know. Yeah, and a dude told me, see you, Leo. A dude told me at Walmart that sometimes they've gotten returns and the bag's been resealed. Of course, we know how that's done. Because you can get on Amazon or eBay if you're, I guess, Jeff Bezos, and you can get those sealers. And they're not meant to defraud people. That's not what that equipment's made for. But how it's used, like so many things in this world, is up to the person. It really is, and it's that's not a very strong joint. Really? Now, why isn't that connected there? Oh, I guess it could be. That's better. Okay, it's still not that. Well, we'll see. Maybe when it's all connected, it'll be good enough. Okay. Baidu. Yeah, it's about 10 o'clock here. We're on Alaska time. We had a whole discussion with someone about Alaska time. I don't remember where that was. I think I was at work recently. People were asking about how do you figure the time out, and that was it. My favorite Star Wars set, especially after doing that video, I think it's still probably 7662 from 2007, the big MTT. I think that's still my probably favorite one, just because it is such an amazing set. It's got so many play features. It has such a massive feel to it. It's got all those droids. Oh, it is 1 a.m. for you right now? Wow. Yeah, and I did that. Someone asked about a tutorial. I did a tutorial best I could. I hope it was fairly clear on how to modify that set to carry 24 rather than 16 battle droids. Not that there's anything wrong with 16. 16 is great, but 24, better. There are some great videos out there on YouTube. Some of them are pretty late. Oh, 4 p.m. for you? Okay. Oh, you guys are all over the place. Someone put out a video. God, so it's an old video now, but it's about it's on YouTube, and it's a way of using the rod pieces where the rack actually breaks apart, and you got to manually bend the droids down, but essentially it creates that. That reminds me, I've got a custom PDF set sent to me on a custom droid carrier, and I found the fake one, the fake Lego version of it, on AliExpress, and I almost bought that because it's like $20 for shipping. And what I was thinking was, I could buy that and replace the Lepin bricks with Lego bricks, and that would give me a physical instructions, and then I could mod it to however. But it shocked me that AliExpress would have a fake version of what was a custom set anyways. It wasn't even a real Lego set anyways. And that's something kind of interesting is, for a Lego purist, yeah, I live in Oklahoma, basically off-brand Texas. I haven't been outside in a long time. God. I think it was 1991 was the last time I was outside the state. It's been a while. Yeah, Lepton has knocked off a fair few custom sets. Oh, you live in Texas? Oh, hey, man. Now, for the real Lego purist out there, and this is something I was thinking about watching somebody's live stream today. We all know that, if your mock or whatever is made with Lego pieces, that's real Lego. What about custom printed pieces on Lego, like say Clone Army Customs helmets? We know the helmets are not even made by Lego. And that's why some would argue some helmets are maybe better. But the bodies are still Lego and the legs are still Lego. They're just custom printed. Would we consider those as knockoffs? Or do we just call them custom Lego pieces? And depending on what we're doing, it's okay. What got me into Lego was an escape as a child. Just a world I could go into. And back in those days, the sets that all of us kids talked about were the Space Lego, which came out in '79. And it was my first introduction. I'll have to do a video about that. For actual minifigures. Before that, we had the little brick-built minifigures where they look like they got their hands in their pockets and they got those same ridiculous-looking visor hat on everyone. And all the girls had the little ponytails, which, as a kid, I actually made the Wendy girl. I had red hair and head and body, and just made the Wendy girl. Probably custom. Oh, see ya, boss. Okay, go to sleep. You take care of yourself. Good night, man. Message held for review. Uh-oh, that's interesting. I usually have all messages forwarded, but that happened like right away when I first did my very first live. I had a message held for review, and it slowed the up time and everything. It took forever. So whatever that is, that's good night. That's definitely something kind of interesting, because that's a YouTube thing. And we're not a drama channel here, so it just makes me wonder what happened. Oops. Oh, here we go, in the center. Oh, what in the world am I doing here? Am I doing something wrong? Oh, I am doing something wrong. Are you serious? There it is. Have you guys noticed that I don't know who sent the message, It just says message held for review. I guess you could say view message. What happens? It doesn't. It just said messages held for review. Jake, he killed himself? Okay. What is that about? But I noticed that a few of the Lego sets recently I had gotten into just recently here. There's been like two or three. Seemed like the number of missing pieces has gone up a little bit, and nothing major. It was like it wasn't like this, but it was like, I think it was like a dark gray one by one. It wasn't any big deal. I think I actually had one like sitting up on a shelf, or maybe it was sitting, probably an eBay item that I just hadn't put away yet. But do you mainly review the Star Wars sets? Mostly, mostly review Star Wars. I actually have a second channel. Okay. I do have a second channel where we do things out there, and it's a little bit different content. But yeah, I started mostly doing reviews here, and view message, another message held review. Let me try pushing this, see what happens. It just says messages. Oh, okay. Yes, you failed as a father, is what Jake says. And he's actually right. I put a message about that. Was unable to protect my son from a predator, actually. And the reason I released that information was a response to somebody coming out in one of the other channels that I was subscribed to. And I decided that since we're starting to grow here, I don't think I want to have any secrets out there. So I put that out there. So that's a message of being held review. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. Oops. Yep. It can be rough out there. So you asked me what got me into Lego, and it's things like that. It's a good place to escape to, and a great community. People can say things they want to, and I respect that. I think that we should be able to talk about things, and I would actually, oops, it goes this way. Yeah, I definitely like the idea of that, and people have asked me in real life, like, well, David, you mean you support people saying whatever? I said, well, we need to be responsible for what we say. Freedom does not mean freedom from responsibility, but, however, without giving that freedom, that's what we all fought for. That's what we all put up with things for. And that's one of our greatest sayings. And if we want to give that up, we've given up so much more. So as that goes, I put out the truth on the internet. And I think that's basically it. But yeah, the term I used in my video, yeah, it's absolutely true. So hey, Jake, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. No more comments? Well, that's fine. I guess these are part of the studs that's going to hold the helmet up, I guess. Sometimes it's hard to imagine how these sets go, you know. Oh, for anyone out there, if you haven't seen all the videos on this channel, a couple days ago, something pretty serious, pretty heinous, actually, for lack of a better word, came out about a channel called Kaya Simmons Life. I did do a response video to that, and that's what Jake here is responding to. In the video, I dropped some truths about some things that had happened, and that's basically it. And I think a lot of the things with her is she should have come out and said what was up early on. So there it is. Well, that's pretty sturdy looking. What do you think? Let's see how it's made. Okay. Like I said, it's my first helmet build, so. But yeah, I mostly did reviews on like Lego sets for content, but what I really enjoy doing is restoring and redoing old sets, and I really am hoping to get into doing mocks. Planning one right now, and we're hoping to, I don't know, go in that direction, and parts are expensive and hard to get. It looks like bag number 2, which is pretty cool. Where is bag 2? Right here. Oh, okay. Message from YouTube. A massage. Okay, we start off with this side. Looks like 2 of these white bricks. This is almost like the set for that Christmas series, the X-Wing. Oops. So these go up here. Looks like we're going to start building the bottom part of the helmet on this stand. Connection's pretty good too. Still got 4 watchers, that's cool. Oh no, I was watching someone's stream today and it just went on and on. I checked back in and they were still live like 4 hours later, and I'm like, wow. But I don't know, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Got that much stuff to say. In my case, I think I'm just going to let the batteries decide how long it runs. I don't know. It's probably a good way to do it. I'm going to use this orange left over from here. Here we go. Oops. But yeah, that video I did for reference was only a couple days ago, so you should go check it out if you want to see that. I don't want any secrets. Secrets are kind of messy and take away time from the real importance. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh, I see, like so. Confused for a minute. Dazed and confused. Look at that towel. Here it is. It's hiding. So we've got a red one. Run this over. Anyone else out there done this set here? That's interesting. Okay. Then okay, that's what I'm missing. Like so, and this goes in like so. Then apply one across the bottom. Oops, snapped it loose. Mm-hmm. I was watching one of, I think it was Brickstar's videos. He was explaining how the lack of internet was cutting on why I couldn't do live streams very much. But I think it's probably the best way to engage with your audience is probably on live stream. I would imagine, because it allows, plus there's no chance to edit anything or remove anything, which is kind of cool, I think. Allows for more honesty, which I think is what you want. I do miss that kind of squeaky sound the old Lego bricks used to make. But yeah, back in 1979, we used to have a lot of. That's when the first minifigs really hit the scene. Though, as we know them nowadays, they're made a little bit different back then, though. Pretty cool, though. Still remember those. Oop, one by one black. Anyone have any questions about the other video? No? I could talk about that, but I've already said everything I really had to say, and YouTube turned off the comments on that video because I was kind of hoping to get input from the community on that, but it's a subject matter they don't really want apparently on this platform, apparently. Because it goes in like so. Oh yeah, it just locks in. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I remember seeing this set actually on, I think it was Just Too Good's channel, where he said it was a set that he was, kind of thinking about. Pretty cool. But yeah, there's some pretty cool UCS sets out there. I remember the A-Wing set when it came out. I was definitely thinking, man, it's nice. But the problem with the UCS, I mean, other than the obvious thing, the price, is you gotta think about the room. And I think in many ways, that's what holds a lot of people back, is the room. Because, I mean, where you're going to put it. And can you display it in such a way where it's tasteful? May not. But yeah, I think what I was mentioning is YouTube and the internet. Oh, it's time to stop yapping about that. Do you suggest any sets? I'm planning on buying a Lego set sometime. Oh, I'm afraid I don't know much about good sets. I know I used M&R has suggested buying the set with the Camino in it because it's such a cool new piece, you know, a headpiece. And I know a video dropped today. I was thinking about, I really would like to actually have the old Cantina set and the newest one. But other sets out there that I really like, I haven't built it yet. But for $100, that Mandalorian Fang and the TIE Interceptor looks really cool. That's a really cool set. But Lego's got a lot of cool things out there. Is there a particular set that you're leaning toward? Something that kind of reaching out to you? Also, I'm sure I've talked about this, and I know I've said something about it. I'm sure I have. But you know that the last three movies, the Rise of Skywalker. You remember when those sets first like hit the thing? They kind of fizzled out, and then now some of those sets, and I kind of wanted the Porg actually. It looks so weird. I kind of want the Porg set, but I'm afraid I might have waited too long because I was kind of holding up for the bomber, the big bomber build, and somebody posted that's like $1,000 for a sealed set. I remember when those were just setting, and I'm going, you gotta be kidding. But if anyone out there knows if that's true or not, I mean, the Porg is not like it's not like a must-have, but it just looks kind of cool in a weird and kind of creepy way. But I got the Darth Vader head where he's got the grill that everybody says looks like a teeth, which is not a good look. I probably won't build it, at least not for a while. Might just leave them sealed. Maybe I end up reselling them. That's sometimes one of the things I sometimes do with Lego sets is I don't build them. I just end up reselling them. I do that sometimes. The connection still seems to be pretty good. I know that some of the videos I've done, I mean, I hate to even watch them back because it's like so choppy and it's like, oh my goodness, give myself a seizure or something watching this, Yeah. Yep. Oops. Flip. There it goes. Did you ever wonder how many missing Lego pieces are sitting in people's carpets, old houses and things? I used to wonder about that. I know a friend of mine bought an old house up in Palmer, I think it was. And no, that's funny. I should have had another. Oh, there's one. But I had an extra one over here. But he bought an old place, and I guess he was walking around barefoot in there. Hadn't changed the carpets or anything. Ugh. And he immediately stepped on like a little Lego cylinder or something been buried in the carpet. It's kind of funny. What's this? Yeah. Okay, we're on live, you know.
I know. Just stay on your subject. Don't talk about your personal life.
Okay,
Bye.
ciao. That was Lori, for anyone who's wondering. It's kind of weird, but these I had the first generation Apple Watch, or no, second one. And it was with the rubber band, and I bought that, and I had to sell it because they weren't allowed to wear it at work because it's a cellular device. I ended up getting this one, which I wear on vacation sometimes. But this one is like has its own cellular thing going, so it hooks up through the system. It's kind of weird, kind of funny. But yeah, so out there in the world, what's your favorite Lego themes? Prequel, original trilogy, or the Rise of Skywalker? I also throw in like the Solo movie and of course Rogue One because I think those are definitely classics in their own right. In fact, I think that the kind of empire world that they paint is very important, very kind of grim, but something that should be covered, I believe. This bridge is in here, I guess, huh? Oh, okay. And let's see here. One of these blocks laying down sideways and over like so. But yeah, definitely thank you to all the new subscribers out there and growth on the channel. See where it all ends up at, I guess, huh? I know some people have been on YouTube for years. And I've wondered about that. Like, there's a channel I watch, and he's been on for like 12 years. And the subscriber count is still like around 3,000. Maybe it's 4,000, something like that. Not saying that's terrible, but just kind of like, it's interesting. Well, that's kind of a curious build. Goes from the bottom to the top. That is different. And snap, 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 Lego pieces. But yeah, that Mandalorian Fang and the TIE Interceptor, that's a really cool set. I like that a lot. I haven't built it. I'm thinking about just leaving the box for long term because if you go back into like Lego history and look at the sets, you'll find that a lot of those box sets where they had multiple ships definitely go up in value. So it's something to think about if you're collecting sets. I mean, the box is all beat up, not as open it, but it just sometimes kind of cool. Legos definitely does some very cool sets where they've has nice multiple boxes, multiple ships, and builds in the same set. It's kind of cool, but they don't do it too often. They don't do it too often. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was really excited about. I don't know. I kind of wish I'd been able to pick up the spider tank from the Mandalorian. That was a pretty cool set. Make no mistake. That is a very cool set. But you know, That seems kind of weird. A weird build. Oh, hold on. I dropped him. That's why. I don't know. Whenever you put something together and it just doesn't seem right, before you snap everything down, you might want to take a look at what you've done. That's pretty good. This little hinge piece here. I'm guessing that has something to do with the lockdown, probably. Oh, there it is. I remember the little 1x1 plates in dark blue. When I was a child. Okay. Is that a sticker piece? Doesn't look like it. Oh. Oh, it's a printed piece. Check that out. It's red, but white on top. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Huh. I guess they probably figured it would be a pretty tough one to do. Huh. That's pretty cool. I'm really glad that's not a sticker. That would have been really awful. I mean, I'm just not a fan of stickers. And my big thing about stickers, mostly it's me putting them on because they end up getting messed up looking. But I also don't like the fact that sometimes we put stickers on, they peel, they yellow, and everything else that could possibly go wrong, you know? I don't know. But I understand too that for every printed piece Lego makes, that's just another item that, you know, so sit out there. And then, oh, and then we build this one up here with these headlight bricks, which I got some dark red ones in the other day for Lego sets. And just put this into this. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Kind of the ultimate studs knot on top, huh? And then really put another row on top. That is, you got some really old Lego bricks that have studs not on top. Look pretty cool. But you end up with this build here. It's kind of cool, huh? Guess these go down like so. And that piece goes in here, I guess. Oh, and then these cheese wedges. Okay, that's how they go. But yeah. Oh, and then these bars go up on top, I guess. Hold on. What am I doing here? Oh, okay. I see, like so. So you had to put this big brick here, big chunk. And then that piece goes down. Oh, okay. A little hinge piece here, clips onto the clip here. That kind of makes sense. It creates an angle. Yes, I'm a little bit self-conscious about making a mistake on live stream. I have it permanently recorded up there and probably trolled over for the rest of my life. Yeah, it's all good. It's all fine. And then 2 more. And then 1 more. Okay, let's see how that goes. These are such cool pieces. I don't know. I guess that's one of the things I really enjoy about Lego is I sometimes like to just see a new set, just to see the new bricks or new pieces that are in there that have really never been there before. I think that is really great. And that's something that you kind of miss out if you keep building the same set over and over again. You tend to sometimes you miss out something like that. But it just happens, you know. It's not the end of the world. It looks kind of like a face, but I understand I'm looking at the back of it. I believe bag 3, and bag 3 says that you need 2 of these. So I guess they give us an extra one, which is really cool because, you know, I could use it for Capri Sun straw. Well, maybe not. Here we are. I'm picking up bag 3, and I need to grab bag 4. That's why you wouldn't want me to assemble set 4. Looking all messed up looking. This is really cool, actually. I do appreciate the views out there, and it is interesting live. I guess talking about or thinking about one of the people on YouTube I was watching, one of the reaction channels when I first started watching YouTube, was they said that they like to put up pre-recorded videos. That's a piece I'm not that familiar with. In fact, it literally is my favorite piece, but not as a flat, but as a 3 high, as a brick. It was known as the 702 brick, and they stopped making it in 68 or 69. I think it's 69. But it's a really cool brick. It's one of my first ones I ever had as a kid. Like, I probably found it at Taku Elementary School, I think. And no, I wasn't even in school yet. I was just like, you know, a kid. But yeah, this one reactor was talking about how doing a pre-recorded video he preferred. And the reason was, when he's doing it live, he said you can't erase that. You can't change what you say. You can't go out and edit it out. And I think that's really important. That's an important thing. At the time, I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever, you know. I mean, you know, you chose to put this content there, blah, 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 and I just watched along. I think I gave him a thumbs up, you know, yeah, I recommended the video, whatever. But years later, when I'm sitting here doing this, or I found myself, I want to look downward rather than look at the screen, because it just feels like, I don't know. Let me know out there. Any of you do live feeds, what have you, on various platforms? What it's like, you know, what goes on and what you're thinking. If you have any fears or any thoughts. I mean, the biggest thing I would think about a live is well, if you're kind of person that you have something you don't want to talk about, or you feel like you're under the gun for something, could be interesting. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But, you know, we all have things, right? Want to think about. But yeah, that old Caravel set, old them years ago, that was my first ever Lego set. And recently, I found on eBay instruction for it, and that is really cool. I know that there was a whole site, almost like a cult following for that jet. And it's about investments, collecting for investment, because all the pieces, like I said, the body of the jet. I may have to do a newer video on that one just to show people what I'm talking about. But the body of the jet is all printed in red with the little black slots for the windows, and it's just cool. But there are 2 stickers, and those stickers do not survive those 50+ years very well. Let me tell you, they do not. They don't hold up so well. But that's okay, I mean, there's got to be some out there that are like mint condition. It'd be cool just to see something. I would like to. I got a tipper truck, 612 and 735. 735 is like the one that they issued mostly in America, and 612 is like in Germany and in Europe. Anyways, it's just a very basic tipper truck. I think that Brickstar's channel talks all about them. But I've got 2 that are still sealed. And on the internet today, someone in this community was talking about little polybag miniatures, minifigs. How sometimes they get damaged inside the polybags because of the dragging or whatever. And he put out there, should those be removed from the bag? He thought it's better not to. And it reminds me literally, back to baseball cards. In baseball cards, there was I don't remember what set it was because I'm not a huge baseball card guy. But it was a sealed set of baseball cards, and it supposedly has Ken Griffey Jr.'s his rookie card. Now, what's cool about that is if you got Ken Griffey's, what in the world? Okay. If you have Ken Griffey's rookie card, it's worth a lot of money. You get this whole box of cards that are sealed. So a lot of people were thinking like, hey, I'll go and open it up, pull the Ken Griffey card out, and then I'll sell the other cards. Well, a lot of people found out the hard way that that Ken Griffey card was not in there. That's right. There was a big mess up at the factory, and a lot of those did not have the Ken Griffey card. Now the problem now is you have an open box, which the value is devalued. It doesn't have the great and valuable Ken Griffey card, and now it's going to be impossible to prove that came that way. You can't get the card because they're long out of production, and it's just kind of like, wow, yikes. And yeah, anyway, that's a true story from that particular sphere. And some always say about the Lego sets. You got the sealed Lego pack, and supposedly you just want to see the figure inside or whatever the piece it is. But they tell you, oh, don't open it because it'll hurt the value, even though there's no way to know what's actually in there. And you open it, and maybe the piece is not actually in there, or it's damaged, and people are saying like, oh, but now there's no way to prove who did the damage, and you just destroyed a valuable collectible. So even though it sounds weird, maybe you're better off to not open those. If you find it as an investment or a collectible or whatever, just leave it sealed, like kind of like that. Was it Logan Paul with the? Was it the Pokemon cards? Was that the deal? That one on the internet? Kind of like that. And that could have been a scam. But either way, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's kind of weird. And then of course the whole AFA for like minifigures is out there. Sealed figures, sealed sets, and people sometimes open those and they do it to get the clicks and the views. They destroy a rare collectible to do it. Like during all that recent silliness with the was it the PlayStation 5? Is that it? And all these people were paying like, golly, like $1,200, $1,300 on the aftermarket from resellers to buy it. And they would buy these sets and they would go and smash them or whatever this one guy did. And I think he did it on TikToks. And now that he even had the followers and somebody was commenting like, wow, you're not even going to get your money back. I mean, you could have just given it away. There's so many things that you could have done that would have been better. You still would have probably got your content if that's what you wanted. And at least it wouldn't be destroying something that somebody probably really wants and somebody probably can't afford to get. Just something to think about, you know. I'm not saying to go out and film good deeds. I think that can be a little bit tacky. But rather than just destroying something, I think that it's probably better to do something else like that. And if you're looking for that cloud, it'd still be there. But yeah, there's another piece of those. Still got 4 people here. But yeah, there's some pretty cool Lego sets out there. I am actually seriously looking for that Coruscant gunship coming out. I am kind of holding out for that. Got other things, you know, other irons in the fire, so to speak. I think we always got something going on. Not to mention you're buying, you know, Lego pieces for what do you call it? For making mocks. And if you saw my unboxing video on that of the dark tan, I think it was, or not dark tan, nougat color I was supposed to get. I ended up getting a bunch of pieces that are probably not going to work out for me. Some plates. I'll use them for something, but it's not going to be the best, that's for sure. But that's okay, though, you know? I'll use them for something. I can just use them for a background or something. I think I'm going to probably build the plate by using black plates on the bottom with an edge. And then using the nougat. And I need to be careful about not building it up too much because it is a Geonosian arena and I don't want it to be too lumpy or it will totally throw the whole build off. I mean, it will absolutely mess things up. So, with that in mind, oh no, but there's that. Definitely look forward to that Coruscant gunship. A little bit this one is going to be smaller, but in a way that keeps it from, you know, I don't know if that's good or bad. I guess maybe they just had to do it that way to get a more balanced look, or maybe because of the color of it. Not really sure on that one. Oh, look, it's stuck in there. That's kind of funny. See, can make a dark saber with that, right? Yeah, at least they finally got the dark saber blade ironed out, sort of. I wish I could have just done the hilt. The whole thing is that one sword piece exists from Ninjago, and it absolutely works. And, you know, it's like, you already have a piece. Oh, well. Yeah, these instructions are definitely better, this gray colorway here. It is nice. I prefer that to that pure white. And I know a lot of people say, well, it doesn't matter that much. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. But it does matter. And it does make this easier to use this way. Make sure there's no comments, anything I'm missing. Let's see. And then we got 3 of these. Oh, I see exactly where they go to. Right across the front here, creating this front ridge. We're also doing for a big TIE fighter too. Use this one. Maybe they could do something really, I don't know. I kind of like that that Doritos wedge TIE fighter, that red and black one. And I still want to get is it Major Von Rath's? Basically, it's a tide receptor, but it's done in the red. I still really need to get one of those, just because it kind of goes in my collection. But anyways, I want to get one of those, and there's several things out there, sets. I don't think I ever saw one of those in the stores. That's a weird thing. Following the whole 2020 thing, the whole Rona, man, I mean, there were so many sets that I never saw up here, you couldn't get, and other people vlogging how they were like all over their cities, and oh my goodness, there's so many of these, and like, don't see them up here. No, don't retire. We haven't had a chance to buy them yet here. And that's a thing. That is most definitely a thing. Oh, is that how that's made? These are pretty unique looking, aren't they? And also, seeing these in lime green, and they go flat on that gunship model. Kind of cool. This piece goes like so, and yeah, this box kind of floated around with it quite a bit, back and forth from Anchorage. Not intentionally, just one of those things, because it was crazy week or so at work, and going back and forth and all around. It's alright though. The box was beat up at the store and had been rained on, and I knew I was gonna probably build it. I just didn't know how. Like how I'd be doing it. And at the time, I was just started getting all those messages from YouTube that I need to start doing lives. So that's how we kind of end up there. And this flips over like so, and it goes into here. Oh, that's what these ball and socket joints are. Interesting. So you have this look right here. And then we take this piece here and we put it in this part down. So we got a whole sideways technique going on here. That friend of mine, actually I guess he is, co-worker at the barn, bought the Titanic. And he is really happy with that. He's really, really, really happy with that. He says quite the build and had some unique pieces in it. It might sound odd because he's like older than me, but his parents bought him a second one so he could have one that's sealed. Yeah, that's fine. No hate there. That's fine. I mean, I wouldn't want to, buy two Titanics. I mean, I would love to buy them, but yeah, financially, that would be quite interesting. To be honest, I put out in a poll what UCS sets I should look for, and the set I'm really feeling would be that old set, the Death Star 2, where it's over the base there, over the planet, Endor, over Endor. I really would like to see that set. It looks really cool. It's not a play set version of the. There's anything wrong with that one. I'm not used to talking so much. I need to work on that, or maybe I don't. Probably there's plenty of people out there that tell me no, David, don't work on that. Continue to talk less. But yeah, I really been wanting to do a live stream, and I'm really happy to see that the connection seems to be working pretty good, and that's just cool. I like that. I'm not a fan of that, pixelating, breaking up screens, and I'm not the only one out there. I know that there's a few channels last couple days talking about where they had trouble uploading their videos, but the formatting or whatever. And I can hear that. I hear that. I mean, I totally get that. And these pieces go in here, I guess. Really curious how. And I wish I had more imagination, like I could have envisioned this or designed something like this, you know. I'm sure it'll come with time. It'll just be a while. I mean, look how that, what angle that could be used for making a plane. You know. But yeah, that gunship is one I would like to get though, but oh crap, that doesn't sound good. Okay. This is a pretty cool set here. Let's see how this piece goes. It goes in the back here, I guess. Oh, right here. Okay. Huh, that's interesting. I mean, I guess there's going to be a little bit of a gap. But yeah, there's been like that A-Wing set. I never heard much more about the A-Wing UCS set after it came out. Everybody seemed to say, oh, it's too expensive. And then I really would hate to price it now. Because, you know, like with Lego sets, you know how once they go away, they really go up in price. But for a less expensive set, I really like that one of the Obi-Wan's ship, and that's with the Kaminoan. So that's really cool. I can't remember her name right now. That's why I just say the Kaminoan. I mean, there's only the one. But it's a cool neck piece with her head, and she looks really cool. Okay, the first stickers. And this is where we're going to find out why I really have it against stickers so much. One, because I can accuse Lego of cutting corners. But two, just because I'm not the best person in the world putting stickers on. I guess that's not bad, though. But it's like, come on, Lego, don't use stickers. I know that one of the recent sets I bought didn't quite take, which is good. One of the recent sets I bought, I actually reapplied a sticker that was rolling up, and I gently heated it up with a heat gun, just gently, and managed to peel it up without damaging anything. And it's actually held. It was on that gunship. All the bubbles came out, and it was really good. And I'm happy about that. That was a pretty good experience, actually. This plate goes on top of here, and another sticker, so obviously I don't want to mess this up if I can help it. Oop, low battery. So I got my low battery warning on the phone here after almost 90 some minutes. What should I do? Should I try to plug it in? But I can't do a plug-in though. Where it's at, it won't reach. But it's still 20% of battery, so it should be okay. That way the chat doesn't go on for, 2 hours or 3 hours. Oh, wait a minute, I'm about to talk about 94 minutes. It's about to go 2 hours. That's kind of funny. Oh, there's those pieces. Those under here. But yeah, there's some very cool Lego sets out there. Boba Fett the 11th. Very cool sets. Glad that's a printed piece. It's kind of curious how they chose to make the printed pieces. I mean, they could have done the other ones too. They could all be printed. There's a question for y'all. If a Lego set is all printed as opposed to the stickers, would that be a point to make it okay for Lego to charge you more money? rather than being stickered, if it's all printed, would you feel better about paying more money for that set? I think I would. I mean, not saying I want to pay more, but if it all came with no stickers and it's all printed, I probably would feel, more like I'm going, well, they did put time and effort in this. It was expensive to make. So I would probably be more okay with spending more for that set. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty interesting piece there. I think I know about where that goes too, but we'll see if I'm right or not. But a couple of ball and socket joints in this set, that's for sure. I wonder if the battery will last till the set is finished. It might. It just might. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. I will probably finish off stream. It's almost done anyways. One more bag left to go. It's probably super late most places. It's after 11 here. That's pretty late. And then so these pieces go in here. That's where they look like Capri Sun straws. Oh, really? Oh, they go down into these clip pieces. And then this piece goes here. Then this rolls up and over. Into here, I guess, huh? Huh, okay. Oops. Huh. Okay. Let's try this. Oops. Starting to fall apart. I do like how these goggles are made, though. I mean, I don't see how else it would make it. So let's give myself a little bit of flexible room here. Pull the flexible hose back out just a little bit. And then come straight down and into here. And then this, oh, I see. Goes into here. Wow. Ooh, falling apart. Just imagine if this was a fully custom set. I'll set it down and get a little bit of. All right. All right. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, I guess I should make sure these are in a little bit. That creates the stripes. That's kind of cool. And then, oh, bag 4. Into the last bag. Oh, we still got some camera there. They give you that many extra pieces? That doesn't sound right. Oh, that's why, because it's not right. I was about to skip a major step out there. I thought it was, seemed like it's going a little bit fast. It's still going to have some extra pieces, though. That's cool. I'm glad they're giving us a few extra pieces. 100 minutes. Wow. Who knows? It's kind of cool getting out and talking, though. Part of the community. That's as good as snaps down here. Oh, okay. It's not bad, is it? I mean, for brick belt. I really like the Dark Trooper helmet. That looked really cool. I think the hobby shop still has one of those. That's the other problem about larger sets that have become retired is that you might still bid on eBay, and the price might still be pretty cheap. I know it wasn't. Was it the Sith Pie Fighter? I guess I got one off of eBay. The price was like really good. It's like I hit with the shipping. And the shipping. Oh, now the shipping was. And it's not like, and it's not like the person was benefit. It wasn't one of those sellers that, oh, it's only $3 for the item and $200 for the shipping. No, it wasn't like that. The shipping was right in line. And I'm going, wow, man. And one person had gotten around that. I'd won an auction on something. I think it was one of the older TIE fighters. And they literally put, hey, because of the shipping, tell you what, PayPal a little more money and we'll send you a second set and just pay the shipping on both. And it was really funny because it was actually cheaper to do that, which lets you know just how much money it was. So I'm like, okay. I mean, are they really saving me money? Not really, but in a way they are, because I thought, well, shoot, if I don't want it, I can always sell the second set. But of course, that's not how it comes. That's not how it comes at all. It's all right, though. All right. But yeah, there you have it. Haven't got any more warnings about the battery, but the next one will be like a 10% warning, and I'll probably have to end the stream because it will mean that the battery is so far gone. But that's okay though. It's been a blast here. I definitely like this. It's nice to get, like I said, touch out with the community and see what people are building, what they're doing. Sorry, I'm just looking downward because I don't want to mess up the placement. I just love when you hear that unique pink sound and a Lego piece has just gone and disappeared somewhere, like just vanished. It's like, wow. It just makes a unique sound. In fact, when I was a kid, I used to sometimes lose a piece from like a model that drops it and the cat jump on the table. And then I would really try to remember about where I heard it, and I would take a similar sized piece and try to imitate the drop and only really watch where it's going. And a lot of times I would do that, and I could land and find the original piece I dropped. Because it would like land in the same place, which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. piece goes like so, and oh, okay. And then a couple of these little quarter pieces. There it is. And these go up into here. Oh, okay, I see where this is. You remember when all that craze was going on about the R2D2, the big UCS R2D2? And then they released the newest one, which was pretty good, I think. It did hurt the value of the old one, but it's not the same model. It really is not. I know that's splitting hairs, but most of them talking about this because a lot of people are predicting these new sets are going to destroy the price of the old sets. It will affect some, no doubt about it, but I don't think it's going to be as big of a deal as people would have you believe, you know? I just don't think so. I could be wrong, of course. Okay, and sticker number 1 goes on this one. 10% battery. We're going to just get cut off, I have a feeling. I might let it go a little bit longer. Just down to one views, so I might just be able to end it while I still have battery, still have some control. It's a curved sticker piece. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, on that note, whoever the last person is, I'm going to probably end the stream here and say goodnight to y'all because I'm almost done. I will probably finish it off stream because I just got my warning. I'm down to 10% and I don't want to get cut off in between. So anyways, I really appreciate everybody showing up tonight. We're 107 minutes, so we're definitely into it. It's like 11:15 here. Really, really appreciate you guys, your comments out there. And for those Lego sets, I've been told that one with the Kamino will probably tend to go up in price, but at the end of the day, buy what you like. I'm going to kind of hold out for that gunship, even though it's going to be a little bit small. But I'm pretty excited about that. But y'all take care of yourselves out there. Till next time. Ciao. Good night.